Hello, everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast is part of the Bostix Series. This audio podcast is a LaBox Infaction. This audio podcast is part of a Storm Quota, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm LaBostics production. In this audio podcast, I look at sort of the aims, hypotheses, and objectives in around this drafted manuscripts from early 2023. So the healthcare information the healthcare information or see health the healthcare information seeking or education seeking behavior of patients with long-standing conditions is important to understand because patients want specific medical and sort of scientific understanding to be able to communicate effectively or efficiently with healthcare professionals. And so conducting a retrospective pilot descriptive analysis of tagged themes or topics between two online social media platforms. The hypothesis surrounding this work is that CKD patients require more integrated healthcare service involving healthcare professionals through social media platforms so that healthcare between online and physical space and service users and providers are empowered. The objectives of this works was to it was to utilize quantitative data collection methodology and sought to where methodology and sought to investigate through survey through a through survey implementation. Two different surveys implemented, and where a target sample of 100 responses of 100 responses had been had been had been had been the had been had been the basis to basis had been the basis to to understand how to understand from service users and service providers, and where service providers were in around allied health professionals or AHPs to understand how healthcare service for patients could be enhanced. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast is part of a Bostix series. This audio podcast is a part of a LaBox Infaction. This audio podcast is part of a Storm Quota, and this audio podcast is part of a Storm LaBostics production.